Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that.
It's a werewolf bar mitzvah, William.
Spooky, scary. Boys becoming men, men becoming wolves.
Ooh. That's pretty spooky. I guess that's how we're starting this week. Welcome to Segment City.
It's not even Halloween. It's not even close to Halloween. But
maybe
it's
you're listening to it on Halloween. We're pretty far behind on releasing these, so by the time we get around to it, might be Halloween.
We're catching up. We had a few weeks
We should
off.
definitely do a Halloween special.
It's gonna. Oh, I don't know how we would plan for that. I don't know how we're gonna have it come out. We should record.
You know what, folks? Right now, this is our Halloween special episode.
Oh, great! No. I mean,
I haven't prepared for it.
It'll probably release in like September or early October.
Good thing I'm always wearing my costume under my clothes.
Is that true? What costume is it?
It's always Waluigi, always ready.
Oh.
Now you're looking at my shirt collar. Like I actually expect you to rip off my shirt and show you my Waluigi undergarments.
I can see a little bit.
Oh, there's a little purple there.
I've never noticed the huge bulge of the overall straps on your shoulders. You never noticed
my blue eyeliner I wear every day?
Wow. Always wearing the nose and the hat and everything. Right. Hey, welcome to Segment City, everybody. Welcome to our lovely show, Segment City, in which Theo and I produce segments each week, and then we try to make each other laugh with our segments that we come up with.
If I make Will laugh at least once every other episode, I'm calling it a win.
You make me laugh every episode.
Oh, dude, friends. I'm way ahead of schedule. I gotta slow it down.
You were making me laugh earlier when we were talking about Last Crusade.
Talking about Indiana Jones.
I don't know if you want to get into
I don't know. It's just a weird movie that I don't know if it aged well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, there's one funny part where, okay, so Sean Connery.
Yeah, go over that part.
Sean Connery plays Indiana's dad. And so the love interest in this movie is a Nazi woman.
Mm-hmm.
And
Indy, we can be friends. We have the gram.
And Indiana specifically has the line in the movie, Nazis, I hate those guys. He literally says that in the movie.
I hate Nazis.
Let me be crystal clear. I hate Nazis, but she's pretty hot.
The only thing I hate more than Nazis are snakes, and the thing I hate the most are Nazi snakes.
Nazi snakes, just like, oh god, a snake Nazi.
Snake Nazi.
So anyway, the love interest is a Nazi, and she and Indiana get together, and then later in the movie, Indiana finds his dad, who played by Sean Connery, and it turns out that he also got together with the girl, and Indiana's like, wait, you slept with her? And Sean Connery's like, I have as many needs as the next man. And Indiana's like, I was the next man. And Sean Connery goes, we were as two ships in the night. So gross. Like,
we've said that line like 3 times already.
Two ships in the night.
Like 2 ships in the night, Indy.
Anyways, go rewatch that movie. It doesn't necessarily age that well.
Dad, you fucked the Nazi I was trying to fuck.
And then at the end of the movie, she dies, and Indiana doesn't get to be with her, and like, what more reason do you need than she literally banged your dad?
Yeah, it was a Nazi. I think that's also a good reason.
Icing on the cake, she was a Nazi.
I think you were like, she gave the reasoning of why she was with the Nazis of just like, I'm just using them. It's like,
to find the Holy Grail. It's like,
but you could have also used the American government. Like,
right.
you could have
I'm sure
used
other people would have been interested in these secrets.
In the actual Holy Grail.
In the literal Holy Grail.
Maybe the president might have been, FDR might have been like, no,
I think we're gonna.
And then Hitler's like, yeah, let's do this shit. I have men whose faces melted last time. I think we're ready.
Seems like a good idea.
We keep wasting men on this. But yes, it's a weird movie.
It's a weird movie.
The Indiana Jones movies are weirder than anyone gives them any credit for. They're also like that age of like 70s, 80s PG, like Goonies, where it's like this shouldn't be
This
PG.
No, this is not PG.
There's like one or two. There's like a corpse in the freezer kind of
yeah,
thing of like
melting bodies and stuff. Like
telling a fat boy that you're gonna grind his hand up in a blender kind of deal. That could give
not
people
necessarily that good.
nightmares. But anyways,
we clearly have no problem with it.
that was our movie review of Last Crusade. That was that segment, and now Will's segment. Will's beginning segment is Will's shower thoughts, and here's the shower thought for the week.
Thoughts.
Will's loofah thought for the week is, are snakes just lizards without legs? And who would be jealous of who in that kind of scenario? Are snakes jealous of lizards for having legs?
Maybe that's why snakes are Nazis. Because they're trying to go on a
Are they
quest
the Nazis of the animal kingdom? Is that... Let's get on to it. Let's just throw away my thing. Who are the Nazis of the animal kingdom?
Might be snakes.
Might be snakes.
They're kind of dicks.
Who would be good Nazis?
Maybe like carpenter ants.
Yeah, I was thinking
like
ants.
They kind of like are like they build some shit and they have an agenda.
I feel like
and like
ants.
the queen is like kind of
Führer?
a dictator. Yeah,
Mein Führer, we need more lava. These pathetic ants will tremble as we conquer
They're always
them.
building something. Like if someone was like, "Did you see that thing the ants built?" Like there's like, pictures all over the internet. I'd be like, "I'm not shocked."
I have the answer.
The ants are
the answer. The ultimate. The answer to the ultimate question. It's wasps.
Wasps are Nazis.
Wasps are the Nazis of the animal kingdom. We've decided it. We're done. All right, end of this conversation. Back to snakes.
Back to snakes.
Back to snakes. Are snakes jealous of lizards for having legs?
I could definitely see
Are lizards jealous of snakes?
I think that snakes are jealous of lizards.
They would be jealous of lizards?
Lizards get to live a much more relaxed lifestyle. They just hang out. They can climb up things.
Lizards are more chill.
Lizards are definitely more chill.
They also don't swallow things whole. I feel like that's a detriment a lot of the times. Because if you
like,
eat, I get sluggish after a big human meal. Yeah. I could not imagine like eating... What do you...
Just like shoving that whole pizza right down your gullet in one
eating
bite.
like a pig, like a big pig.
Imagine a snake family sitting down to a nice family dinner and dad's getting all riled up because like, those fucking lizards.
Yep.
I hate those guys. Martha, pass me the whole ham. So here you go.
You fucking lizards can't do this.
Harold, don't talk with your mouth open. I gotta pass this ham.
And then the lizards are just like...
Wait.
With their tongue.
Do snakes pass giant dookies?
I never thought about this, and I will never think about this again. This will pass through my ears. I'm forcing it to pass through my ears.
If it eats like a pig, does it come out just like a pig-shaped duty?
No. No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty... I don't know now, and I don't like...
Like, imagine if...
Where this is going.
Like, oh, your Uncle Mark got eaten by a snake, but at least we get the duty-shaped mark.
No, no. I don't think that's how it works. I think they have... I mean, you'd never have... It's not the same size as your meal. I don't eat like a big burrito, and then a big burrito comes out.
I think that's exactly what happens for
not
you. for you specifically. It's got like the tinfoil wrapper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, I didn't eat it with the tinfoil wrapper and wrapped it in my stomach.
For you to go.
To go, please.
To go.
Oh, I got constipation for here.
I'll take that in the bathroom.
This is... I have a joke that is going to be in a later segment. We'll come back to it, but it goes back to things coming in the same as they come out, which is a weird teaser and probably the worst teaser in the world. But are snakes? Yeah, I think they're jealous.
I think snakes are definitely jealous of lizards.
Lizards are faster.
Lizards can run. They can get up off the ground.
They can go up walls.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick to be a lizard, quite frankly. Yeah. And people aren't scared of you.
And some lizards can like change color. Like I'm jealous. I'm jealous of that.
Dope lizards.
In
terms of like Animal Kingdom, I think like, although snakes been around longer?
Snakes have a pretty bad reputation.
They do. Like, because they're venomous.
And like no one's like, oh, that slippery snake. Like that's an expression. No one's like
that slippery lizard.
No one's like that lion lizard.
You're a slippery iguana, you silly goose.
That charming chameleon.
Who came up with the phrase silly goose?
Who's met a goose that isn't the worst creature in the world?
That is a teaser.
They are the Nazis of the animal kingdom, geese.
Oh my god, geese are the Nazis of the animal
Geese are
kingdom.
100%
We
the
have
Nazis.
settled it, and on to the next segment because
Yes,
we have
we're
found
done.
it.
We've exhausted this.
Hey, Will, I have $1 million butt question.
Oh.
Hey, so you could be given $1 million,
Yes.
but you have to talk, dress, and act like a vampire. And everyone sort of suspects you're a vampire, but you're not.
All right. Wait, I'm just an emo kid from like the 2000s.
That can only go out during the night and has to like cringe at garlic and like can't look at a cross.
Mom, what'd you put in this? I said no garlic!
Mom!
Mom!
And everyone's like, I think that dude's a vampire.
Do I have to drink like pig's blood? Do I have to?
No, but you have to like dye your water red.
I could deal with that. I think
You have to drink a lot of like
This
red
is-
Kool-Aid.
this
You have to
is
drink red
actually-
Kool-Aid actually.
this is actually a good one because this is right on the border for me of like because at first I was like I can do this and then I
But
was
you
like
couldn't go out during the day.
I couldn't go out during the. I don't go out in the day anyway.
That's,
I go from. I
you
mean,
could, what you
I
could
could have an
do,
umbrella.
you could live half the year in the Arctic and half the year in the Antarctic and then just go out anytime because it's
That's
dark
true.
half the year in
Or I
both
can
those
just be like, I'm working from home every day.
I'll be on at 8 p.m.
If you want to contact me, hit me up on Slack.
You have the little vampire emoji on Slack next to your name.
Do I? Now we're gonna get into the weird stuff because I think I
Like,
can do.
oh, well,
the...
can you handle this? We got a new bug coming in. This one really sucks.
I think people would get mad at it eventually. I think they would get. They would be okay with it, and then it would take
like-
a nosedive.
Like,
And
this guy is definitely not a vampire, but he's just an asshole.
he's just 100% an asshole. I feel like, yeah, people would probably get mad at me.
But you'd have $1 million.
I'd have $1 million. I think people
You have to-
allow eccentricities to rich people.
You're like giving people a tour of your house, like my kitchen, my living room, my bedroom. Like, oh, do you sleep in a coffin? Actually, there's a Tempur-Pedic in there.
Yeah,
like, it's
I would
actually really
absolutely.
nice.
I would do that. If I have to close it, I think I would not be okay with
No,
that.
I'll
If
say
I
you don't
could
have to
keep it
close. You
open.
have to keep your room. You have to keep your bedroom dark, but like that's
That's fine.
easy.
I do that anyway.
I do that
Once
anyway.
again, this is like, I'm already pale. I already have, like, I already drink a lot of Kool-Aid. Like, it's not a lot. It's not much of a difference. I feel like I could do it.
You could do it.
I think I could do it. Okay, here's the weird part, though.
Yep.
Does it inform my fetishes?
I mean, that's optional.
That's optional? Okay, because I don't want to go up behind my girlfriend and be like, she's like, you have pale skin. You drink a lot of Kool-Aid.
I know what
live
you
in an
are.
open coffin.
Vampire. Say it out loud.
Say it out.
I am just a guy who's really into vampires.
Say it out loud. Fucking nerd. Fucking weirdo.
Weeb.
Weeb. Oh, no, vampire weeb! What's a
I
vampire?
will give you another $500,000 if it informs your fetishes.
Oh, shit.
A cool 1.5. Or
People do it for free.
People
I think
people do it for
I feel like
free.
I could
True
probably
words.
do it.
True words.
I think I could do it.
Yeah.
There are weirder fetishes out there than vampire stuff.
That's true. That's
If-
like pretty like people are like, okay, I understand
That's
what
like
that,
if somebody-
that
like-
doesn't take a lot of explanation. Like you
No.
sort of understand it at face value.
Like, you can just kind of like, num num num, little nibbles. That
Right.
I think they would be like,
and like
"Oh, okay."
some like prosthetic like little fake
In
teeth.
terms of, there's fetishes with a lot more, like, set up in,
There's
like,
way more
weird
logistics.
ones, logistic
yeah.
ones. Like,
This
is,
one's
I
just
feel
like you can keep some like
But here's the thing, if it gets-
paraphernalia in your desk, your bed,
But people,
bedside drawer.
I've heard of people who are like, give me some of your blood to drink.
Gross.
I don't think I would do that.
You would no, that would not be required.
Okay, I could do like neck.
Again,
blood.
you're not a
That's
real
easy.
vampire. You just pretend
What?
to be.
Those people aren't real vampires. They're just weirdos.
They're just creeps.
They're just creepos.
Ooh.
Not to yuck anyone's yum, but also I'm gonna yuck your yum if you're literally drinking,
Drinking
other people's blood.
You should not be
That's
doing
probably
that.
like.
I hope that this podcast ages well and people understand that.
You think the future is going to be like
People are like, oh
vampires?
yeah, big health benefits. Pro vampire.
You know, Imagine those like hippie people being like, drinking other people's blood is actually pretty good. I go to Whole
a lot
Foods,
of probiotics in
a lot of probiotics. Really? Are you O negative? Universal
9 out
donor.
of 10
Nice.
vampire doctors recommend my blood.
And now we transition to the next segment. I have a quickie.
I also just have
kinda
to say on a
quickie.
side note, we get so much mileage out of werewolves and vampires. It's great. I love it.
Oh, absolutely. I've gone back and forth whether I want to do a segment on fetishes, but I feel like it would be a little too weird.
We can't yuck anybody's yum.
Yeah, we can't yuck anyone's yum. Anyway, I read this in the news today.
Oh,
this was actually
breaking.
This is breaking news for us. Might not be breaking news for people listening to this in the future.
Breaking news.
The name of the article, and this was from GQ, Texas might have accidentally decriminalized marijuana.
Accidentally.
And it isn't the only state where laws intended to legalize hemp have gone hilariously awry.
Okay.
So basically, earlier this year, the legislature of the great state of Texas passed HB 1325, a bill that legalized the production of hemp, and thus the market for products containing CBD, which is derived from hemp. The Republican-controlled Texas House of Representatives voted 140-3 to pass the bill's final version on May 22nd.
No disagreement there, pretty much.
No disagreement. On June 10th, Governor Greg Abbott, also a Republican, signed it into law, effective immediately. All pretty par for the course. The practical problem that they're staring down is that the law distinguishes between hemp and marijuana by referencing the percentage of THC, which is the psychoactive compound in pot that makes you get high.
Yeah.
The statute defines anything with a THC concentration of less than 0.3% as hemp, which may be sold at your local health food store. Anything with a THC concentration of greater than 0.3 is weed, and the grower must either destroy it or alter it until it dips below the relevant threshold.
The idea of altering it, like, I'm just going to sprinkle some oregano in there.
Yeah, just alter it a little
some
bit.
parsley
Can
and
I
like
water this weed down a little bit to create hemp? Is that how it works?
Is that how that works?
The state's crime labs, however, are currently incapable of testing the potency of drugs seized by police with a necessary degree of precision.
Wait, what?
In other words, if you're caught with what the police say is illegal marijuana and you counter that's perfectly legal hemp, Texas is not capable of proving otherwise. Oops.
This sounds like...
That's in the article. It says, oops.
Yikes. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like a job for an unpaid intern. We're going to need you to smoke a lot of things and tell us how fat of a rip it was.
It wasn't very fat. I think that's hemp.
All right, he's clear. Let him sell it. Let him sell it.
Well, really ropey. Hemp. Prosecutors in several counties have begun dismissing hundreds of weed-related charges, and the Texas Department of Public Safety troopers are now issuing citations instead of making arrests of possession of misdemeanor amounts of illegal weed.
Good job, Texas.
So
that's the coolest fuck up ever.
That is absolutely the coolest fuck up. And they basically, because they're like, we would have to send. They don't have the tools. They
just didn't do their due diligence on this one.
No, not at all.
No, not
the
at
legislators just were like,
this is poor legislating.
But I thought it was just funny that they were just like, oops, shit, uh-oh.
Hire a dude to smoke some weed.
Because apparently, like, one of the governor or something is very, like, anti-weed. But then everybody else is like, but we can make fat stacks.
But we can tax the heck out of it.
So maybe I heard a weird conspiracy theory that they did this on purpose.
And then they're like trying to save face by being like,
"Whoops.
oh no.
Oh, did we do this? Oh, just to kind of like make way for, and they're like, oh, I guess pot's not that bad. We can make just some dough. So that was just a fun little in the news segment.
There you go. Good job, Texas.
Good job, Texas.
Keep it up. Will?
Yes.
We back.
We back?
We back at it.
What are we back at?
Men's back at it. Men's not hot.
You almost did scat for a second.
I've got a what does this rap lyric mean for you?
Ooh.
This time we're going across the pond.
Ooh.
Did you know that there's a subculture of rap called grime? That's European rap.
I actually do. I thought it was
English.
mostly
English.
British. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got there's one of the top guys in that field is Skepta. Have you heard of him?
No. I'm skeptical of Skepta though.
Shut it all down, baby.
All right, we're done.
Joke pics.
Thank you for listening to Segment City. That's the end of our episode.
This is the sound of me closing my laptop.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's it. Didn't actually close it.
Don't let them fool you.
All right, here we go. So this is a song called Man.
Man?
Man. by Skepta. I'm going to try to do it in a British accent because it's funny.
But man's not hot.
Man's never hot.
Man's never hot. So what's this? Is this not going to be a hot track?
You ready?
Yeah.
They want to see me drown, trying to hold them mandam down. Cause I shut down storage car park, and I got bars like Camden Town. What does this mean, Will?
Alright, let's break that. That was a long one, so let me break it down.
They want to see me drown, trying to hold the mandam down.
What is drowned can never die? Wait, what is dead may never die? The drowned king?
I like that you're going full British royalty with this.
Oh, the drowned king!
I am the rapping prince of England, and I decree upon you.
You tried to drown me? No, I come back strong again. So they tried to drown this poor man.
Trying to hold the mandam down.
Yep. That's obvious. The man's trying to hold him down.
The mandam.
The mandam?
That's the word.
It's been 20 years since the Mandem took over. It's a post-apocalypse now.
In a future where Mandem is trying to hold you down.
In Camden Town.
Swordrich car park.
What are you going to do?
So, yeah, he has a car park.
He shut down Swordrich car park.
That's property I owned. Fuck you.
It's a car park. You can't park your car here. I own this, okay?
I'm gonna rap about this. The people will know.
You're fueling my inspiration right now. Idiot. I'm gonna make millions.
Do you know who I am?
I'm the rapping prince.
I'm Wilson Bowles, baby.
My father will hear of this.
My father will hear. The rapping public shall hear about this.
So the story behind this was that when he was like not that big a deal, he promised that he was gonna throw a party in a parking lot when he got famous. I don't know why. He could do that at any point.
I could do that.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That goes like this. But I be inside, trying to get bursts.
Uh-huh.
Looking all cool like Herc. Dressed like I just came from PE. You looking like you just came from church.
That's actually an okay rhyme. I didn't know I was gonna rhyme with PE. I thought that was like the offline.
I like that.
Let's go line by line again.
All
so
right.
the first part was...
But I be inside trying to get bursts.
Can I have some Starburst, please?
Mom. He's like, go outside. You can have Starburst. You can
have
outside.
some bursts.
I am inside.
Mom, can I have some bursts? Call them fucking... Why do you call them bursts? You're such a weirdo.
If you say Starbursts, I will give you them. Bursts, Mom. Bursts, Mom.
You feel how they burst in your mouth, Mom?
Mom, you know what I'm talking about? We talk about orange bursts. Red bursts. Pink bursts.
Yellow bursts. Those are my favorite. You are off. No one likes the yellow ones.
No one
You're
likes
not my
the
son.
orange bursts, Mom.
They're all right.
They're okay.
In terms of the hierarchy of Starburst, we're getting off track, but it's red and pink.
I think red and pink are top tier.
Yeah.
Then below is lemon. And
really?
Then below that is orange. I never liked the orange.
I like the orange, and then I like the lemon.
Yeah.
I feel like those are...
Looking all cool like Herc.
Hercules, alright. He's got a man of culture. Knows some mythology.
Just like I just came from PE.
Sweaty and awkward and teenager.
Sweaty and out of breath.
Covered in pimples, getting ready for math class. Alright.
Looking his least attractive state ever.
Smelly because he doesn't wash these clothes.
And he just finished the pacer test.
Back to
the pacer test. You're dressed like you just came from church.
Oh, what, in suits and stuff? Has anyone ever... I guess this is
weird because it feels like he's complimenting the other person. Like, oh, you're looking like you just came from church. Like, you're looking really good.
Church clothes are good clothes.
Like, you dressed up for church.
Unless you're Catholic like me, a lazy kid who didn't even get dressed in anything other than, like, pajamas. And my parents just, like, threw us in the car.
Like, here we go.
So maybe that could be a continuation. So he looks like he's from PE?
I dress like I just came from PE.
So he looks like garbage.
He looks like garbage.
He's negging himself and complimenting the other. Maybe it's like, I look street. You look like you're just like fake.
I think that's what he's trying to get at. So he espouses this so-called sweatpants mafia. like he just basically his whole thing is like, all the other rappers are like, oh, I wear Gucci, I wear Versace, and he's like, I don't care about any of that.
I wear Russian brands.
Yep.
I wear the Slavic.
I wear this tracksuit. I'm out here in the streets
doing my Slav squat.
And then that's it.
And then it?
Wait, I have one more for you though. That's that one. That's that one there.
Okay.
All right. This one's just funny. He's like, I don't know why man's calling me family all of a sudden. Like, my mom don't know your mom. Why are you always telling man you're my cousin?
I think that's a very real realization that he had. Somebody was like, hey, cuz, and he goes, wait.
My mom don't know your mom.
My mom don't know your mom. Why you cousins?
Why tell a man you're my cousin?
He doesn't understand the idea.
It's like, why are you saying that?
What's up, cuz?
I can introduce you to my mom. Like, she's a wonderful lady.
She's a wonderful lady. I could introduce
She's
our
looking
mothers.
for friends.
Your mom could be my auntie.
She's looking to start a book club. So,
we can make a relationship. I just need to know what level we're on. I don't know you.
Yep.
I want to know you, though.
But I want to know you and your mom.
Oh, okay.
But not like
ships
that.
passing.
No. Like ships in the night.
Like ships in the night.
Gross.
What was the name of this rapper again?
Skepta.
Yeah. Men's not hot.
It's funny because all of his things are like kind of wholesome.
Yeah, that wasn't like like I feel like I could decipher those. Those sounded like a story.
Yeah.
Like pretty good.
I just like the different little like slang they have over there because it's like
I thought the gym shorts was weird. Men's
not hot.
Men's not hot.
It's good pop.
Men wears PE shorts.
On the block.
PE shorts to hide awkward boners that teenagers get.
You can't hide those. That's the worst article of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, as an awkward teenage boy, you can't do it.
Currently?
You know, in gym shorts, you just can't. Like,
yeah.
As a kid, you're like, can't do the tuck.
Theo, are you a fan of craft beer?
Sure. Like craft with a K?
No, not like Kraft macaroni and cheese craft beer. The very cheesy beer.
Cheesy beer.
No, like craft beer that people make by themselves. They're like indie, like the equivalent of indie music.
Sure,
of beers.
but beers.
So
microbreweries.
They don't have to. There's like the Budweisers of the world and all that, but they can come up with fun names and also terrible names. This segment is the best and worst craft beer names
I love it.
I could find.
That's great.
So let's do the best ones because they're actually pretty good. I'm going to say the name of the thing and also the brewery that does it. Actually, I'll do the brewery and then I'll do the name. So from Against the Grain Brewery is Citra Ass Down.
Ew.
Citra Ass Down.
I don't really want to drink a beer that says anything about my ass.
Great Lakes Brewery, Audrey Hopburn.
Oh, hey, that's funny.
That was a fun one.
That's funny. That's a good goof.
The brewery, Generic Hipster Club.
Yeah.
They know their audience.
They know their audience. They know who they are. They're being honest.
This one's a weird one. New England Brewing Company's Gandhi Bot IPA.
Gandhi Bot?
Gandhi Bot is here.
Wait, is it like bot like B-O-U?
Yeah, and it has a robot.
Oh no, Gandhi Bot like B-O-T.
Yeah, B-O-T.
Gandhi Bot.
Yeah, robot. And it has a picture of Gandhi Bot on the thing.
I will protest in peace with my beer.
You English computers will not keep us down.
You can take my rights, but you can never take my circuitry.
This is
Gandhi.
some of them I couldn't find the name of the breweries that do it. So this is Screaming Ape Porter, and it has a label with a poorly photoshopped gorilla riding a stealth fighter with cartoon pigs riding the gorilla on a real looking saddle. I love it just because
the saddle looks real.
Yes,
but
it's
the
so
ape
poorly.
is really poorly photoshopped.
Yeah, and the pigs are cartoon on top of it. So it's just like the worst Photoshop job. And I saw that and I was like, I need to include, like, I know it's an audio medium, but I enjoyed that. Hebrew, the chosen beer.
Hebrew, the chosen beer. I like that. That's funny.
Messiah Bold is the.
I like that. That's funny.
Monty Python's Holy Grail.
It's kind of a stretch, but it's okay.
This is Dock Street Brewing Company's Pathological Lager.
Pathological Lager. I like that. That's funny.
Stouts Brewing Company's Smooth Hoperator.
Oh, Smooth Operator.
McGuire's.
What you know about Sade?
This one's a long one. McGuire's I'll have what the gentleman on the floor is having, barley wine.
That's a long title.
It's a very long title.
Like if that was in an Amazon like product description, like it would just be
I'll
like
have
off the page.
what the gentleman on the floor is having, barley wine.
Yikes.
Legacy Brewing Company, Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah. That should have a crossover with Gandhi Bot.
And also a crossover with Seinfeld. DeClaw Brewing Company's Sweet Baby Jesus.
Sweet Baby Jesus.
And that's the end of the good ones.
Oh,
So let's get into the worst ones. Most of these are lewd. Great River Brewery, Big Cock IPA.
They just said it.
Sweetwater Brewing Company, Happy Ending Imperial Stout.
Don't want
Imagine
that.
ordering it, like, with these ones, imagine being in a
So what do you have
place.
this evening?
Oh, I'll have the happy ending.
Excuse me?
Uh-huh.
Excuse me?
I'll have the big cock,
Excuse me?
the IPA. I have a big cock because I drink IPAs.
Check, please.
Check, please. Mostly, this is the quality of the rest of these, by the way. They're not going to get, like...
They're not clever. They're just saying something.
Big Cock Bock by Hoyne Brewing Company. Flying Dogs, Raging Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have the Raging Bitch, please. Clown Shoes, Tramp Stamp.
Oh, yeah. I think I've actually either seen that or had it.
Oh, I'll have the Tramp Stamp, please.
Yeah.
Dogfish Head Brewery,
Uh-huh.
Golden Shower Imperial Pilsner.
I'll take one golden shower.
There was a bunch of these that just fit into the P category, which goes back to my earlier teaser of why would you name something after what it's going to look like, what it looks like now, and what it looks like in the future.
Because on the other end, just bottle it up and resell it.
I don't have a fudge company that's like, oh yes, poopy fudge company. This looks the same coming in as it goes out.
Theo, write this down. Don't tell Will. Poopy fudge company. Business idea. End of note.
Theo, what are you saying?
Oh, what? No, don't. You definitely don't have poopy fudge company. That's a gross idea. Gross.
You're whispering. I
Gross.
let you speak.
Gross.
I left the silence for you to speak into.
That was a self note. You didn't hear that.
Rogue Ales Yellow Snow IPA. Once again, P.
Just P.
Panty Peeler.
I don't like that.
Macedonia and the Thrace Brewery Virginia Beer.
Gross.
Santa's Butt Porter.
What?
That's not even a good
Wait till
one.
they
It's not
just
clever.
take someone's childhood and be like, nah.
Santa's
I'm gonna shove it in your
fat
butt.
ass.
Ew.
Ooh, can I get that juicy porter?
Oh, gross.
Moose Drool. Old Engine Oil.
Yep, don't want that.
Moylan Kilt Lifter. Pig's Ass Porter.
That's just that's
These
so
are
gruff.
so
like,
gross.
ugh.
Cauldron Kettle Series Vast Deferens. That's literally it's a body part.
Let's get anatomical
Fuck you.
here. Now, I'll take the warm patella.
Can I have the weenus, please?
yeah.
Can I have the kidneys?
I'll just
please?
take one. I'll take your on tap platysma, please. Thank you.
Mhm. Can I have your balls? I'm surprised there wasn't one that was balls.
Bluff.
Grizzly Paw Brewing Company's Moose Knuckle Winter Stout.
That's actually a pretty normal name. I feel like moose knuckle. I'll take the moose knuckle.
Moose Knuckle is do you know what Moose Knuckle is in colloquial terms?
No, I'm missing out on something here.
It's when it's also, I think, is it for balls? I think it's when you can see somebody's balls because it's kind of like
moose knuckle. Yeah, it
it's
looks
like camel toe, you know.
But it's moose knuckles.
Yeah, moose
That's
knuckles.
gross. All right, never mind.
Or it's a different one for camel toe. Anyway, Polygamy Porter, and the tagline is, why have just one?
Mm-hmm.
Evil Twin Brewing Company's Soft Dookie.
So they already took your fudge idea. Just soft dookie.
The gross, just like brown liquid.
Soft dookie.
And then Slip Point Brewing Company's Spicy Fish Life.
I like the idea that someone like finished their batch of beer that's bottled and they crack open a nice cold and they drink it. They're like, oh, it tastes like soft dookie.
That's the name.
There it is, soft dookie.
Or no, I thought you were gonna say they do a whole process. It does one of those like in movies when they have like going through the factory and they're just like choo, 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 and then their cans are going through and they're just like tastes like shit.
Tastes like shit.
Tastes like soft.
It's like
dookie.
a How It's Made episode.
It's made of soft dookie, actually.
And here in this step, they add the nice and secret ingredient: soft dookie.
Tom's been eating nothing but tacos. I'll say to get his very soft dookies.
They have an intern who runs to Taco Bell 4 times a day just to expedite the process.
Just for this nice soft.
They keep it. They like to say they keep it flowing.
There's dookie in every drop. Drop.
I feel like Dookie Drop would be a nice IPA name.
Dookie Drop is not a good, because that just makes me think of this like clump. With the sound of a dookie dropping into the water.
Will, future Will, insert a Dookie Drop sound effect here.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Thanks for listening to our podcast here.
Replace it with something funny.
No, it's gonna be good. Thanks for listening to our podcast. You've been listening to Segment City. We really appreciate you listening. If you enjoyed the show, give us a subscribe or share with a friend. It's always helpful to tell somebody about it.
And if you have a segment, any other weird craft beers that you want to talk about, please email us at segmentcitypodcast@gmail.com or hit up our Twitter, Segment City. We also have a YouTube channel.
We do?
Yeah.
Well, howdy doody.
Well, it's going to be Segment City. Well, or Segment City Podcast.
Well, we should decide.
We should probably decide now. You'll know in the future if you look up Segment City.
We still don't know.
We're going to have full episodes on there and also little individual segments that you can send your friends to really get
to share the wealth.
We know this is a hard thing to pitch to people.
This is a hard pill to swallow.
We have trouble pitching our own podcast to people when we're like, we have a podcast, and they're like, what's it about? And you go,
I don't know, just listen to it.
Segments, we're funny. You have to kind of trust our personalities and trust that we're funny, which is a hard pitch.
So anyways, look up our YouTube channel. Check it out there. We also want to give a big shout out to...
No! Uno reverse card. Rachel Robeson.
Thank you, Rachel. She did the intro music for our podcast, and she has a podcast of her own called Create Loud. You should go check it out as well.
Yes.
So, until next time, we pass like two ships in the night.
Oh, gross. Let me just drink my soft dookie. Goodbye.